看看新闻网。
Hello there, welcome to Ways to Wellness, a show that guides you to the best ways to get well and stay well. Here we are giving you a fair stage on which to demonstrate both traditional Chinese medicine and Western medicine solutions. But we just show the different options. You are the one to decide which is the best treatment for you. Have you ever suffered from blurred vision and eye pain? Do you have sudden and unexpected eye problem? Today we will take a close look at an eye problem, which is glaucoma. Glaucoma is one of the three major causes for blindness, but many people think that glaucoma patients are mostly elderly, but actually it can happen to middle-aged people and even young people if the eyes are not well taken care of. So today we will tell you more about this eye issue.
Do you know about glaucoma?
No, I don't. 青光眼好像就是眼睛发白啊，看不见那种。
Glaucoma. It's a disease.
青光眼好像是一种那个眼的一种疾病啊。
Do you know the symptoms of glaucoma?
It's an eye disease, right? And it's a clouding of the eye.
Not being able to see properly.
Glaucoma seems to be a disease that many people don't fully understand. Are the commonly held beliefs about it correct? What on earth is glaucoma? Let's take a look at this vision field. This is one of the symptoms of glaucoma during its initial stages. Vision in the up half around the nose is lost. However, even with the missing area on the right side, if the left eye is free of glaucoma, your normal field of vision will remain unhindered. This is because the vision of your left eye supplements the area lacking in the right eye. After entering the midterm stages of the disease, the vision deterioration of the right eye expands while symptoms begin to appear in the left eye as well. Still, because of the strength of the left eye, the field of vision when looking through both eyes should remain normal. This is why many people are not aware of glaucoma at this stage. This poses the biggest problem because if left without treatment, the later stage symptoms include half blindness in the right eye, while loss of vision in the left eye intensifies. Even when looking through both eyes, you may not be able to see clearly and have a reduced field of vision. If left untreated, the symptoms will develop into the final phase, which includes near blindness. Further developments include total blindness, which is permanent.
Now, without much ado, I would like to introduce to you two very good doctors I'm having with me now. Dr. Miao Wanhong of Traditional Chinese Medicine, and also I have with me Dr. Jun Chen of Western Medicine.
Dr. Miao Wanhong, section head of Shanghai Shuguang Hospital, has worked in clinical ophthalmology for 30 years, specializing in traditional Chinese comprehensive treatment of glaucoma, cataracts, and other eye diseases. Dr. Jun Chen is an optometrist at Shanghai United Family Hospital and Clinics. She received her doctorate of optometry from the Southern California College of Optometry in the United States.
Dr. Chen, it sounds very dangerous that actually glaucoma is a disease that the patient might not be able to recognize in the initial stage. Can I ask how long it will usually take before the patient realizes that his field of vision is diminishing?
You're right. It actually is very difficult for the patients usually to tell that their field of view is shrinking, and even to the point of some patients having tunnel vision where they really only can see a little bit in the middle. Their central vision is clear, but everything else is not. Some patients don't even realize at that point.
How could it happen? It's really hard to imagine. Like for me, okay, I remember now my eye vision is so large. If something happened to my eye, something wrong, and my vision is shrink, then I can feel the difference, I think.
Right. If it happened overnight, I think anyone would notice. But in general, the average time for a person to get to that stage after developing glaucoma would be about 25 years, they predict on average. Now, some people, they do develop it faster, and some people is even slower.
麦医生，我想问一下，就是如果有青光眼的话，我不管它可以吗？
因为青光眼它是一个慢性的、一个进行性的视野的，就视功能的一个逐渐的一个损害。那么，假如这种损害你不去干预的话，它慢慢会视野越来越小，最终是会丧失视力的。
它只有一条道路，就是它会视野越来越小。 然后最终会丧失的视力。
对，
这种那么大的一个区别，难道病人他自己没有感觉吗？
没有，它是一个逐渐的、慢慢的一个变化。我有一个病人，他是出租车司机，他是在发病到管状视野的时候，他自己有症状了，然后他才到医院里来。当我们问他，我说你之前就没有一点点什么不舒服吧？他告诉了我一个例子，就觉得完全就是因为他是这种管状视野造成的后果。他呢做了3年的出租车司机，但是他每年几乎都要撞人。到第3年，他实在不能忍受这样的频度的这个车祸了嘛，然后他就退下来，就没做。实际上，后来我就跟他说，实际上你当时的这个现象，就是因为你的视野比正常人小，
看不见。
对，尤其是在他右拐的时候。他根本不能看到他右侧的一些人群啊、车辆，所以他就会发生这样的问题。
Dr. Chen, is there a way to self-diagnose? For example, I can cover my eye with like one hand, and then I can compare the visions in both eyes.
Unfortunately, in most forms of glaucoma, there's almost no way that you would be able to tell by yourself.
既然我们的这个青光眼啊，它没有办法自我鉴定的。那么一旦它发生了，它有没有可能治愈？
没有可能治愈的。
为什么呢？
因为它是一个不可逆的损伤。你要是放任的话，它眼压持续增高，就对视神经的一个压迫，就是最后把视细胞都破坏了。
请问这个发病率的这个年龄阶段啊，是主要是多大的年龄？
这个因为青光眼有不同的类型，所以这个不同的类型它的发病年龄是不一样的。比如闭角性青光眼，它就通常发生在45岁以后的老年人。另外一种呢，它是开角性青光眼。开角性青光眼一般发生在年龄轻一点的人，因为它实际上是有家族遗传倾向的，所以它发病的每一个人到个体，就具体到个体很难来说它是在什么年龄段。一般就是年轻人可以发病。
Dr. Chen, I would like to ask, like, compare the Chinese patients and the Western patients. Are there any differences in terms of the symptoms and age difference?
Yes. Well, in terms of European and African descent patients, they have a much higher incidence of open-angle glaucoma. Now, in those of Asian descent, they do have a much higher incidence of angle closure glaucoma because their eyeballs are naturally smaller. So the angle is more narrow than the European and African descent patients.
在我们节目录制之前呢，前几天我们就在微信中啊开始招募青光眼的病人，然后有几位人来报名了。那我们挑了一位病人，我们先来看一下啊，我们这个病人张阿姨她的生活有哪些改变。
Zhang Yingxia, 83 years old, although appearing to be very healthy, is in the last phase of glaucoma. She began feeling discomfort in her eyes while in her 60s.
我这个眼睛啊，我现在呢动了4趟手术了。那么这个眼药水呢，1日天还要滴4趟。
She is now undergoing continued treatment. However, her vanishing field of vision can never be recovered. What is she able to see right now?
那么我那个眼睛哪能样子？我下不让侬看，这个是眼睛，喏，这个也是眼睛。那么一只是左边，一只是右边。那么喏，这个地方啊不大好，看不出；那个地方也不来事，我就讲拨侬听。那么现在呢，形成功之哪能呢？就讲喏，一形成功呢，喏，就是变成功这能样子了，看不出了，眼睛就是。我老早呢也不晓得青光眼，只晓得呢跑路呢，总归呢碰着这个树，哪能会得碰着树个？不晓得青光。那么现在呢，我自家呢晓得是青光眼，我也蛮注意个。那么跑路呢，我就呢跑了慢点。搿浪呢，也不碰着树啊，也不碰着啥，跑这个楼梯啊，看不出。那跑上去看这个楼梯呢，是一格一格一格。那么我看上去呢，这个楼梯呢好像平的，因为我望不到下头。那么我所以呢，跑起路来呢，我下去要当心，一步一步一步。走到十字路口呢，特别要当心，因为呢眼睛看不出呢，这个是有危险的。所以呢，我总归蛮注意。那么哪能办呢？我就看到这个有一条条黄线、斑马线。那么我从眼常常看上去，哦，红灯绿灯。那么唯一个办法呢，我假使看不出呢，我就跟人家跑。 我这个青光眼啊，年纪严了一讲，但是我呢心态老好的，也勿以为是哦哟我眼睛啥个青光眼啥，我现在呢勿想着有青光眼，觉着呢我老好的，心态老好，我也蛮开心的。
So from the video, we can see that glaucoma has affected the patient's life tremendously. Though full recovery is impossible, are there any treatment available that can alleviate the symptoms?
Yes, well, the treatments all try to lower the eye pressure. Not everybody with glaucoma has very elevated eye pressure, but regardless of what the pressure is, we do try to control it and bring it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's either eye drops, so medication to bring down the eye pressure. There are different laser treatments directed at the anterior chamber angle in order to decrease the eye pressure. And in the more advanced stages, there's actual surgery to relieve the eye pressure.
那妙医生，我想问一下，从我们那个中医的角度，有什么办法能够来治这个青光眼？
那么因为我们中医的角度是就是肝肾，就是我们的目是对肝肾不足或者肝肾阴虚或者是阳虚，它本身就可以引起一些目的病，这是一方面。还有就是它的防水引流的一些状况，它受到情绪的影响的这些因素，在中医来说，它是属于肝主疏泄的这一方面。所以我们会有一些药物，假如是从补本的角度来说，我们就会有一些补肝肾滋阴或者补肝肾滋阳的药物，同时呢，我们会加上一些就是调理肝气、解除郁积的药物。那典型的那个补的药物呢，就是地黄丸，就是叫地黄丸有很多哈，你们可以听到什么六味地黄丸啊、杞菊地黄丸啊，还有资柏地黄丸啊，还有那个补阳的话呢，我们就是用金匮肾气丸。实际上它这个方子啊，都是在六味地黄丸的基础上，通过一些加减，通过一些病人所表现出来的一些症状，然后我们通过加减的方式所衍生出来这些药物。那么这个都是就是我们说是补的，然后还有就是调节疏泄的呢，那就是比较典型的就是一个逍遥散，就是解肝郁的这个药物。
刚刚说那些丸中有没有一个比较安全，就是不管我的体质是怎样的，我吃了这个都比较安全，而且对我的青光眼有好处？
假如是那样的话呢，一般来说还是就是杞菊地黄丸，相对来说它安全，因为六味地黄丸呢，对有一些脾胃不太好的、食太腻的人就不太适合，吃了以后可能反而会胃不舒服，所以我们一般中医来说是因人而异的，说要四诊才能处方的。但是，一般成药来说，它这个药就是已经考虑到一些因素，所以它像杞菊地黄丸当中，它就有泻的药，有补的药，就达到一个平衡。这样呢就相对好一点，而肾气丸它因为指代的就是要用阳虚的人，那并不是所有的人都适合的。
这个要慎重啊，还是要那个遵医嘱。对。那您刚刚说那个杞菊地黄丸，我们怎么吃？
每天一般呢就是2次就可以了。那么少量的是6克，分上下午吃。那么经过那个中医的把脉啊，确实肾阴虚的比较厉害的话，那是可以9克，上下午吃。
So actually, as to glaucoma, the treatment is prevention, right? So the earlier we diagnose the disease, the more we can do to slow down the development of it.
That's exactly right. So that's why we recommend that everybody, whether you think you have an eye problem or not, get an eye exam every couple of years, and the eye doctor will check for everything. You don't have to specifically say, I'm here to see if I have glaucoma. Any good eye doctor will check if you have glaucoma, whether you mention it or not.
And then once you have it, then
Yes.
what you can do is only to slow it down.
Yes, so we can't unfortunately bring back any vision that's already lost, but we can prevent or slow down further vision loss, which is why it's so important to see your eye doctor, to get diagnosed early. It's much better to be diagnosed early and prevent further vision loss than be diagnosed late and already have lost half your vision, you know?
在我们做这个节目之前呢，我们在我们的官方微信中啊，就提供了一个机会，就是给一个观众可以去检查一下青光眼。后来呢，有很多观众来报名，然后呢，有一个观众说，我就很怀疑我有青光眼啊，我觉得我有很多症状都那个感觉都特别像，所以我们就给他这样一个机会，所以他现在去查了，那么他结果怎么样呢？我们一起来看一下。
Lisa, 38 years old, is worried about developing glaucoma due to her family history. Our staff accompanied Lisa to the hospital for a glaucoma test.
Is there any particular reason you think you might have glaucoma?
Unfortunately, yes. My mom, she had glaucoma. Also, I heard like my brother also got glaucoma.
Sorry to hear that. Well, it can run in families, so we will definitely do a check to make sure to see if you have it today. This test is called the visual field. It's one of the tests that we use to see if you have glaucoma. It tests your vision to see if there's any weak spots in your vision where you can't see as well, okay? So this test, we do it one eye at a time. I'm going to put this patch over your left eye first to test your right eye.
Okay.
The device used in examining a person's field of vision is this automatic vision test machine, which can detect any missing areas of a field of vision in just 10 minutes, instead of the 30 to 40 minutes it originally took. The device shows any missing areas of the patient's vision in black. So how were the results?
Okay, so I have here the results of the test that you did today, but before I show you yours, I just want to show you the results for somebody who does have glaucoma so you know what you're looking for, okay? So this over here is the physiological blind spot. That's normal, no one sees there. On the opposite side of the blind spot, this is where we typically will see changes from glaucoma, either on the top portion or on the bottom portion. In the beginning, not typically both. For this particular patient, it's the top area, and it will spread this direction if not treated. This is your visual field today. Yes. This visual field, again, the blind spot being right here, does show many little random defects around, but they're not in any particular pattern. We would call these more random misses. You also have some places that you missed it. This is actually fairly common. The first time that a lot of people take this test,
Lisa had no symptoms of glaucoma, but did have high intraocular pressure. Dr. Chen offered her a bottle of eye drops to lower the pressure. After finishing the examination, Lisa was relieved.
After I got my results now, I feel not so nervous like before. But on my first test, I see it's not so well. So I think I need to go to the hospital and go on checking eyes.
Now let's have a review of the tips from the Chinese and Western medicine doctors. In Western medicine, aside from eye drops, lasers and surgery is also ways to control the intraocular pressure associated with glaucoma. In traditional Chinese medicine, Romania pills are used to control the intraocular pressure. For more health information, please do join our WeChat. We will offer you some tips almost every day. You can search for our official account, ICS 养生东西方, or our ID, Ways to Wellness, or you may scan the two-dimensional barcode on the screen.